Hello everyone, welcome back to Solid State series. This is the Solid State part 10. In this video, we are going to talk about two types of three-dimensional closed packet structures. One is cubic closed packing, which is also known as face-centered closed packing, face-centered cubic, and one more that is the hexagonal closed packing. Actually, there are four different examples for what do we call three-dimensional closed packet structures. One is simple close packing, body-centered close packing, face-centered close packing. Another one is a hexagonal close packing. And in this video, let us try to discuss the two important examples. One is a CCP, cubic close packing, and another one is a HCP. So without making any delay, first let us get into CCP, or it is also known as a FCC. Already I told you, these are three-dimensional structures. The constant particles are present along x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis. And if you carefully observe, these are the particles of first layer. These are the particles of first layer. All red color particles, these are the particles of first layer. If you carefully observe, the arrangement of particles in first layer is similar to two-dimensional hexagonal close packing. Let me repeat. The particles of a first layer arrangement is similar to two-dimensional hexagonal close packing. Two-dimensional hexagonal close packing. You can see the unit cell here, but what do we call this is a three-dimensional. We have to place the particles above this. That means here the particles are only along x-axis and y-axis, and the particles are also present along z-axis. So in case of while seeing these three-dimensional structures, what we have to do is I can say these are all the particles of the first layer. These are all the particles of a first layer. And here the arrangement is similar to two-dimensional hexagonal close packing. And if you carefully observe this particular layer, you can see this is one type of void, triangular void. This is another type of void that is also triangular void. So that means two types of triangular voids are generated. One is yellow in color, another one is blue in color. So this is the arrangement of particles in first layer. It is similar to two-dimensional hexagonal close packing, and two types of voids can be seen. Both are triangular voids. One is yellow in color, another one is blue in color. What is the difference here? Vertex is up, vertex is down. That's it. Now, when you place the particles of second layer during crystallization in FCC structure, what happened? The particles of second layer occupy one type of triangular voids. One type of triangular voids. Actually, here this void or this void will be covered. The particles of second layer will cover one type of triangular voids. You can see here I'm just placing what do we call a green colored balls, but very clear, all these are the atoms of same elements. It may be sodium, potassium, anything you can assume, but only to see the difference I'm just taking the different colors, but it doesn't mean these are the different elements. It doesn't mean these are the different elements. So all red color things are particles of a first layer, green color balls are particles of second layer, and if you carefully observe, the particles of second layer occupy they cover one type of triangular voids. They are covering one type of triangular voids. You can see here yellow and blue can be seen, but here yellow cannot be seen. So what happened? What happened to that yellow void? Yellow void, actually the yellow voids are covered by the particles of second layer, and after placing the particles of second layer, if you carefully observe, two types of voids are generated. Two types of voids are generated. What are the two types of voids? You can see earlier this blue color thing, or this one, anyone you can see, it was triangular void. Earlier it was triangular void, but now it has become an octahedral void. how it is octahedral void. How this blue color thing is octahedral void. If you carefully observe this octahedral void, blue color thing is octahedral void. You can see three particles, red color particles, 1, 2, 3. So here this is you can take this one, anyone you can take. So here this void or any blue color void you can take. So now it has become what we call a octahedral void. Now let us focus on this. You can see this is the red color particle, this is the red color particle, this is the red color particle. These three particles belong to what do we call first layer. And here green color particle, green color particle, green color particle. So these three particles belong to the second layer. So the triangular void, earlier it was a triangular void, now it has become what we call octahedral void. Not only octahedral void, one more void is generated. You can see this is tetrahedral void. Tetrahedral void. That means the particles of second layer cover one type of triangular voids. Because of this, two types of voids are generated. What are the two types of voids? One is tetrahedral void and another one is octahedral void. And in this picture, if you see, these blue color things are octahedral voids and the red color things are what we call tetrahedral voids. And this is about the first layer and second layer. Now, what about third layer? The third layer particles, if you see, the spheres of the third layer, they cover all octahedral voids, but not tetrahedral voids. They cover all octahedral voids. For the sake of convenience, we are taking a different color for the particles of third layer. But already I cleared one point. All these are the atoms of same element. Only to understand in a better way, we are taking different colors. But here, if you see, these are the particles of what we call a third layer. They occupy all octahedral voids. Now you can see before placing the third layer, you can comfortably see these octahedral voids. Blue color things are octahedral voids. Blue color things are octahedral voids. Now those blue color things cannot be seen here. Only the red color things can be seen. Red color thing, do you remember what is that red color thing? That was a tetrahedral void. Tetrahedral voids are not occupied. Which voids are occupied? Octahedral voids are occupied. So this is what we call a first layer, second layer, and third layer. After taking first layer, two types of voids are generated. Triangular voids. All are triangular voids. Vertex is up, vertex is down. The particles of second layer occupy one type of triangular voids. Because of that, two types of voids are generated. One is octahedral void, another one is tetrahedral void. And the particles of third layer cover all octahedral voids. Like this, the third layer particles will be arranged, and this is these are the three layers. And if you take again the particles of what do we call a fourth layer, if you take the particles of a fourth layer are lying exactly above the particles of first layer. They are lying exactly above the particles of a first layer. And here ultimately you can see here, this is the first layer, green thing is the second layer, blue thing is the third layer, and this is the fourth layer. And here if I say the arrangement of particles in first layer A, second one is B, and the third one is C, again fourth one is A. ABC, ABC, ABC type of arrangement. ABC, ABC, ABC type of arrangement. This is like this. What do we call a cubic close packed structure is produced. And if you see, so here ABC, ABC, ABC type of layers. And if you see the coordination number in this coordination number, if you see, and a part of the structure I've taken to explain or to discuss the coordination number. And if you carefully see, here, this is the particle we are talking about, and this is directly in contact with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 particles of this 6 particles of the same layer, 6 particles of the same layer, 3 particles of you can see next layer, 3 particles here. You can see here 6 completed here. This is the 7th one, this is 8th one, this is 9th one. And above this one more layer of the what do we call a green type of thing will be present here. If you take this green color thing, green color particles layer will be present here. And here what we call 6 completed in same layer, 3 completed from next layer, here also 3, Here also, if you take the three particles will be present and all together. So what happened here? This is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That means the coordination number of particle in cubic close packed structures is 12. The coordination number is 12. Packing efficiency is 74%. Already in the internal structure of cubic structures, FCC, face-centered cubic lattice, body-centered cubic lattice, simple cubic lattice. So here already we discussed. You just go and watch that video if you want to know how to calculate the packing efficiency. Here this is the coordination number, and if you see here, this is one unit cell. This is one unit cell. For the sake of convenience, here I am taking this is one face of the unit cell. This is one face, and you can see here this is another face of the unit cell, and here also you can see one face. So here this is one corner, this is one corner, and the faces are present like this. And most importantly, if unit cell is standing on its body diagonal, if unit cell is standing on its body diagonal, you can see this is one complete unit cell, and in one unit cell there are particles of four layers. There are particles of four layers. This is the particle of first layer, these are the particles of second layer, and these are the particles of third layer, and this is the particle of fourth layer. When unit cell is standing on its body diagonal, you can see the layers are horizontal. The layers are horizontal. This is first layer, this is second layer, this is third layer. And here how many particles? This is one particle. And here here we have like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There is one more particle that is not visible exactly backside to this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 particles of second layer, and here also we have 6 particles of third layer, and here one particle. So 1 plus 6 plus 6 plus 1. How many particles in one unit cell? Totally there are 14, and here actually the particles are present at face centers and corners. Face centers are 6, corners are 8. Altogether there are 14, and where are the 14 particles? Means like this. If you see the layer view, when unit cell is standing on its body diagonal, the layers are horizontal. If unit cell is standing on one of its faces, now you can see the layers are diagonal. You can see this is body diagonal, this is body diagonal. This is the particle of a first layer, these are the particles of second layer, these are the particles of third layer, and this is the particle of a fourth layer. But I just wanted to give more clarity on this, and to have more clarity, let me share a different page, and this is the page I just wanted to share. Now you can see this is what we call FCC unit cell. But here I just wanted to see the layers in this. So this is the particle of a first layer, this is the particle of a first layer, and here this is corner, face center, corner, face center, corner, face center. Once again, this is face diagonal, this is face diagonal, this is face diagonal, and here you can see there is a contact. So here there is a contact, 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 and here contact, and these black color things belong to second layer. Layers, if you want to see, you can see unit cell is standing on one of its faces, and the layers are diagonal. This is layer 1, this is layer 2, and once again you can see layer 3, different color I have given. Corner, face center, corner, face center, corner, face center. How many particles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here 6, here 6, and this is the particle of a fourth layer. That means one unit cell of FCC has particles of how many layers? 4 layers. First layer particle is 1, second layer particles are 6, third layer particles are 6, fourth layer particle is 1. And when unit cell is standing on its one of its faces, layers are very clear diagonal. So here, this is layer. This is what we call a layer 2. This is layer 2. And here, this is layer 3. This is layer 3. How many particles? 6 particles. And here, this is layer 4. And instead of standing on its face, if unit cell is standing on its body diagonal, you just to rotate this like this. As a result, here what happened, this is the particle of a first layer and this is the particle of a fourth layer. If you can see this contact, if you take the contact between these two particles, that is called what? Body diagonal. Now the unit cell is standing on its body diagonal. When the unit cell is standing on its body diagonal, you can see the layers are horizontal. So this is layer 1. And here, this is layer 2. This is layer 2. And this is layer 3. And this is layer 4. The very important observation needed in case of what we call CCP, packing efficiency is 74, coordination number is 12. And here, the type of arrangement is ABC, ABC, ABC type of arrangement. The particles of first layer, if you see, that is similar to two-dimensional HCP. Particles of second layer occupy one type of triangular voids. After placing second layer, two types of voids are generated, tetrahedral voids and octahedral voids. The particles of third layer occupy octahedral voids. Particles of a fourth layer are lying exactly above the particles of a first layer. And if the unit cell, if FCC unit cell is standing on one of its faces, the layers are diagonal. If unit cell is standing on its body diagonal, the layers are horizontal. One unit cell of FCC has particles of 4 layers. This is one particle of first layer, 6 particles of second layer, 6 particles of third layer, and 1 particle of a fourth layer. And this is about what we call a one of three-dimensional cube, one of three-dimensional close packed structures. And here we have one more thing to discuss in this, that is HCP. Almost similar. And most importantly, I just wanted to give a statement here. The particles of first layer and the particles of second layer are absolutely same. In case of CCP and HCP, if you take, so the particles of a first layer and second layer are same. That means the particles of a first layer arrangement is similar to two-dimensional HCP. Two types of voids are generated. Triangular voids are occupied. After placing the particles of second layer, we have just discussed two types of voids are produced, tetrahedral and octahedral. But in case of HCP, the particles of a third layer are occupying tetrahedral voids instead of octahedral voids. Instead of octahedral voids, they occupy tetrahedral. Now you can see here the blue color thing, octahedral void formed by 1 and 2 layers is visible, but a tetrahedral void is not visible. That is the difference, most importantly, between CCP and HCP. But if I compare CCP and HCP, you will be definitely more comfortable. So this is the first layer of CCP and HCP, no doubt about it. And these are the particles of second layer of both CCP and HCP. But here you can see the two types of voids, blue color things, octahedral voids, red color things, tetrahedral voids. But in case of CCP structure, the particles of a third layer are occupying octahedral voids, but here the particles of a third layer are occupying tetrahedral voids. That is the difference. So third layer, and this is the comparison. And a unit cell, if you take, so this is what we call FCC unit cell view. This is HCP unit cell view. the coordination number will be same. If you see, if you are talking about this particular particle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and here 3 particles, 6 plus 3, 9, and above also we have 3 particles, and 100% the coordination number is 12, packing efficiency is 74, but we need to calculate the packing efficiency of a HCP unit cell, and that will be done in the next video. But here what is the another difference I can give here? When the particles of third layer occupy what do we call tetrahedral voids, the particles of third layer will be lying exactly above the particles of first layer. Hence, this arrangement is AB, AB, AB type of arrangement. But here the arrangement is ABC, ABC, ABC type of arrangement. And this is about two types of close packed structures. We have two more types of close packed structures. That those two structures will be discussed in the next video. And this is the end of this video. Thank you very much.